Hello and welcome, it is I, Lynx, and we continue with The Moon That Fell for the Star. It is correct, from Team ANPIM. Another lovely Yuri story. Let us go, because it's been another week of living with Hokuto. And honestly, it's not too bad. Let's go, girl. Aside from the lack of personal space. She's awfully touchy, and she's come to learn that it's my weakness. I can't count how many times she's threatened me with the skinship to achieve something. Her free time usually spent playing the guitar, mooching off my Netfilm account. What's that? Or cleaning. I can imagine being cooped up in a room for days on end, with the inability to go outside. She's probably vitamin D deficient at this point. I mean, yeah, it will be risky. I'm surprised she hasn't gone haywire yet. Why? What do you mean? What? Come on. It's not like you need to get out of house. Come on. Let's face it. I would have no problem. I feel like... Dude, overall, the only reason I would go out of the house is... 1. Work. 2. Walk the dog. 3. Do shopping. 4. Go running. Yeah, that's it. And yes, I do go out running outside. Actually, when it comes to sports. 1. I don't like gyms. 2. I still prefer working out outside. Yeah. Anywho. Her not going out, I guess, is a good thing. I wouldn't know how to deal with that in the least. That's what you mean, right? No, she hasn't gone haywire, which is... okay. I guess is a good thing. I wouldn't know how to deal with that in the least. Same. I take a look at her from the kitchen. I wash the dishes. And she's strumming on the guitar, playing another tune I'm unfamiliar with. Her butterscotch colored hair and slim back faces me, oblivious to me observing her. I'm now used to the periodic background music from her playing the guitar, and it makes the day go by more enjoyably. It's a little less lonely. Watching her play brings me a sort of joy. She just looks so happy playing it and singing. Truly an idol, true and true, with an affinity for music. I always thought of pop groups' idols as nothing more than visuals with lackluster vocals, so I never cared much for them, but Hokuto proves me wrong. No, I mean, come on. They're definitely great when it comes to music. And I guess dancing, right? Then again, I'm still not into that. You can have the visuals and the voice. Yeah. The music comes to an end and I return to my dishes. Not realizing that in the time I was watching her, the continuous splashing of the water had completely wet my shirt. Hell! I quickly finish cleaning the remaining dishes and join her on the sofa bed. As I sit down next to her on the cramped couch, she strikes up a touchy topic. What do you mean?
Say, do you think I'll ever get to perform on stage again?
Yeah. Hokuto clutches onto the guitar tightly and keeps her eyes on the floor. Such a heavy question suddenly dumped on me leaves me stumped. So all I can say are some surface level comforting words. I'm sure you will.
What if I can't? What was all the work I've put in for them?
My heart feels heavy, feeling the anxiety she's emanating. Everything that she's worked towards just crumbling down with the snap of a finger. The silence in the room is deafening, but neither of us say anything to counter it. I stay silent in case I say something that might make the situation worse.
I miss it so much.
Hokuto's voice is barely a whisper, but it rings heavy with emotion. There is no way of knowing exactly what she's going through, but I try my best to cheer her up in my own way. I was about to pat her on the back, but a better idea pops into my head.
Wait. I know a stage you can sing on.
She looks at me with furrowed brows and a cocked head, confused.
That is if you're willing to step out. What are you trying to get at? This might be a gamble, but I think it will be worth it. I'll bring you somewhere.
Her face is filled with hesitation. She hasn't stepped foot outside in the past weeks. It could be a huge risk after all. But it's the only thing I can think of to alleviate her worries and give her a stage to stand on, albeit temporarily. Her lack of answer is pretty telling about how she feels about going out in public. Maybe I was too ambitious.
Or maybe not, I guess it's... No, I'll go!
I look at her for confirmation, as I thought she'd be too afraid.
Are you sure? You don't have to force yourself. I want to go!
The determination from her lights up a smile on my face. I'm sure it would be good for her.
Alright, then let's get you a disguise. Hey, but I already have one! No, something less obvious. The way you dressed before made you painfully stand out.
I toss her some of my clothing and accessories, giving her an outfit that has more of a summer vibe than winter, but still something that would make her blend in with the crowd.
I get trying to cover as much of yourself as possible, but people are bound to be looking at you with your previous getup. Okay. But seriously, where are we going?
I flash her a toothy grin, confident that she'll love it. Are we going to a karaoke bar? Or basically to karaoke.
You'll see.
Am I correct? Yeah. Let's have a look at the getup. Yeah, that makes more sense, that's for sure. We step out of the cab and the bright lights blind us in the dark night. She looks at me, completely not expecting me to take her here. All I do is give her a smirk and drag her inside. In hurry step, we head inside the karaoke joint and I quickly get a room for us before we stay in one spot for too long.
Enjoy your time here.
The hallway to our room makes the place look empty, but the boisterous sounds coming from the rooms around us proves otherwise. People are busy loudly belting either party songs or ballads, slowly building the karaoke hype in me, and hopefully Hokuto. Please don't make me sing. Don't sing, don't make me sing, don't you dare. When we arrive at our room, Hokuto hastily removes her disguise and stares at me in disbelief. The room is dark with neon and strobe lights flashing everywhere, creating a party atmosphere.
Karaoke was the last place I thought to take me to. I thought it'd be somewhere with less people, like a night stroll at the beach, where we'd scream at the deep ocean about our frustrations or something. You're crazy!
Screaming at the ocean. What a specific example. I wonder what movie or game she got that idea from. No idea. There was some anime like that for sure. For sure.
We can leave if you want. Well, that wasn't what I meant.
I crack a smile. No singer could resist the karaoke bar. Without even instructing her, she grabs the controller and starts searching for songs. I may have been confident that she'd like this place, but I was still a little worried that there was a chance it could have been a blunder. Now we just have to worry about not cracking when singing in front of Hokuto. The first song she picks is an energetic one and she gets really into it. Could she secretly be a party animal? I don't recognize the song, but I pick up the tambourine and hype her up alongside the fast-paced music. Yeah, tambour. Yeah, she looks happy playing the guitar at home, but she looks like the life in her has finally returned to her soulless body. It relieves me, knowing that she's able to finally enjoy herself a little bit after being cooped up for so long. As the song nears its end, she's reaching for the controller and starts inputting a ton of more songs.
What songs do you want? I'll help you put them in. Oh, no. It's okay. I'm not singing. What? What do you mean you're not singing? We can come here and not sing. I brought here for your sake, so sing your heart out. But it's no fun. You need to sing with me. Come on, what do you want to sing? Put something in.
Nah, I thought I could avoid embarrassing myself by not singing, but she doesn't seem to be taking no for an answer. I meekly take the controller from her as she starts her next song and look through the song selection. Most of the songs I listen to are way too obscure and indie to even be on here, or way too hard to sing, so I usually opt for oldies that I've listened to growing up with my parents. I input a couple of songs and nervously await my turn, stressed as I'll be singing in front of someone that can sing really well. Dear God, please help me! Hokuto, on the other hand, is having the time of her life, and it looks like she gets an even better time when it's finally my turn to sing.
Minami!
Having my own cheerleader makes me even more anxious, but I have pretend she's not here. For it's hard to pretend she's not here when she's constantly cheering me on. I definitely cracked or song off key for the first song, but I shouldn't get accustomed to singing in front of her and start having fun alongside Hokuto. Once I relax, so do my vocal cords, allowing me to sing with my full potential. Hokuto applauds loudly and looks at me with an awe-struck face. Yeah, honestly, karaoke definitely not for me. Yeah, no. Anywho.
Oh my god, Minami-chan, you're such a good singer! No. I'm nothing compared to you. No one says you're really good.
I can feel my face heating up from the genuine compliment, and I'm thankful that the dark room can hide it.
You totally have what it takes to be a singer. Have you ever thought about it?
Her saying that reminds me of when Sora, whoever that is, told me I could be an idol, and I love picturing myself as an idol similar to Hokuto.
Hell no. I think if you at least upload covers on YouTube, you'd probably get a lot of views, I'm sure. I'm perfectly fine being a non-celebrity. You should try, I'm serious. Oh, it's my song next.
The next song that plays has a slower vibe, a popular ballad that even I know due to its sheer popularity back in the day. I don't hear it. Up until now, her songs were all fast songs, so I was a little surprised to hear this play. The melancholy melody transports me back to my younger days when this song was playing everywhere. I watch Hokuto intently right as she begins the first note, and I instantly become mesmerized. She was pretty good singing the previous songs, but her true talent shines here, where she's not fooling around and the music doesn't overshadow her angelic voice. I'm brought back to the day when I heard her sing from outside my apartment door. Hokuto's voice is full and unwavering, filled with emotions, as if she's going through the exact feelings of the original singer. The lyrics are bittersweet, talking about remembering a first love. The way she sings it with so many emotions makes it seem like she's singing from the heart, recalling a past of hers. She sings each note perfectly, adding a bit of her own style to it. My attention is fully on her, basking in her live performance and captivating vocals. She's not wearing anything flashy, nor is she on the big stage like the performances I've seen of hers on YouTube. But this karaoke performance holds just as much power, if not more. She's really good. There is not a moment I miss, and it'd be a lie if I said I didn't fall in love with her then and there.
Wow!
She acknowledged it. I don't even notice, but the song ends and she waits in front of me, snapping me out of my hypnosis.
Minami-chan! Was the ballad song so boring for you that you just ended up spacing out? No, sorry. I didn't mean to space out, I was just... You're really good. Like, really good. You were able to bring out such raw emotions as you were experiencing the lyrics. It was so different from the sound I've seen you do. Stupid! You're making me blush! I just love singing love songs, that's all. It's my favorite type of song to sing. Slow love songs and ballads really put your vocals to the test, you know? They're so fun.
USA Major, 1997. Huh.
Okay, kind of ironic that an idol who's not allowed to date loves singing about love.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I love them so much. I haven't been able to feel love for so long because I'm not supposed to. I don't even get to meet enough new people that are in the industry. And even if I did end up dating someone in the industry, we'd have to hide it like there's no tomorrow because both our reputation would be at stake.
Yeah, that's the reason Idol World sucks as well. And I wonder if maybe like limitations like that are why I just don't feel the need to like the Idol World. Yeah. Anyway.
I think I've given up on finding love. It's tough out here being an idol. We belong to our fans and all, and
That's such a bullshit saying.
And I get it, but I want to experience love again too. Oh, when was the last time you dated someone, if ever? I've never dated anyone before. I could have, but I moved schools before I was able to master the courage to confess, and I never got to in the end.
Seems like Shirley sang that song from experience.
Sorry to hear that. It's okay, that was many years ago. I got busy with idol training anyway.
That is interesting.
Speaking of, how do you get into the idol business? I imagine it's not easy.
I bet it's not.
I've wanted to be an idol ever since I was a kid.
But why? She clasps her hands and stares into the distance with steady eyes.
I distinctly remember seeing KOA on TV.
No clue what that is.
Performing Listen to My Heart when I was 6 years old and I was blown out of my mind. She was so pretty and she was so good at dancing. Oh my god, and being able to sing like that while dancing. She was so cool. She was so different from the others. I aspired to be just like her.
The stars are practically beaming from her eyes.
I begged my parents to let me join the talent company and started professionally training to be an idol at the start of high school. Then, 3 years ago, I got scouted to join Constellation, and here I am. My dreams have finally jump-started, but now...
Hokuto gets snapped back into reality of her situation, and her face turns dismal, dropping the mood, and I try not to let her sink. I put a hand on her shoulder and give her a reassuring smile.
Hey. We're here to forget about it all and have fun tonight, aren't we?
My hands quickly reach for the controller and search up an old song that was once very popular. The catchy intro begins and I turn to Hokuto ready for her to put on yet another performance.
Do you know this song?
Her tense face relaxes as she chuckles, putting the mic up to her mouth.
Oh, I do know it!
When the first word comes up, we immediately sing a song together that has been ingrained into our brains since childhood. What song? For the rest of the remaining time we had at the karaoke bar, the two of us sang our hearts out. It was great to see her let loose and have fun for a bit, even if it's just for those 2 hours. 2 hours of singing, oof. I know it probably wasn't everything much, but she seemed like she enjoyed it. The rest of her set list for the night was a mixed bag of ballads and hyper songs. Or should I say hype songs. But no matter what song she sang, she always gave it all. Gave it her all, and she shone so brightly, so dazzlingly. If I wasn't a fan before, I could say that I am now. For the 2 hours we were there, it was like we left behind the rest of the world and it was just the 2 of us. It's been a while since I've had that much fun. And unfortunately, time flies by when you're having fun. The 2 hours were already up by the time we knew it. Hokuto places the mic on the table and slumps in her seat exhausted.
Oh man, that was a nice sing session.
Hokuto looks at me with a huge toothy grin on her face and reaches out to my hand, causing me to flinch a little bit from the sudden touch.
That was a blast, Minami-chan. We've got to come back again.
I return her smile and treasure her request.
Sure.
Hokuto puts her hat and mask back on, and the 2 of us head back to reality. After arriving home, the tiredness settles into both of us, so we crash onto the couch and just doze for a little while. I forget how much energy karaoke uses up. Hokuto leans her head on my shoulder, and the back of our hands make contact from our proximity.
Ooh. Thanks for a little field trip. No problem. Hope you enjoyed it. Of course. I was skeptical at first when you said you'll give me a stage to stand on, but it was a pretty good stage. Huh. As long as the pop star approves of it. Ooh, it was nice to sing out like that. I hope I can do it again soon and...
Hokuto's sentence stops me when I feel a wave on my shoulder. I look down to see her passed out, using my shoulder as a pillow. Her head on my shoulder soon creates a warmth on that area, and I feel her slowly breathe in and out against my arm. I can see her long eyelashes against her fair skin, along with the rest of her pretty face. She's sleeping soundly and calmly, unlike that one time where she slept with furrowed brows. Thinking back on that one night where she asked to sleep with me reminds me that it's already been 3 weeks since she started living here, yet it feels like it's been longer than that. Maybe it's because I see her every day? I brush the stray hair out of her face, careful not to disturb her slumber. Sleeping is probably the only time where she can properly rest and not think about the whole disaster that's going on. Her peaceful sleeping face puts me at ease, hoping that I've helped someone. I'm glad she's feeling slightly better than before, even if it's just a little. My eyelids slowly drift closed from all the energy expended at karaoke. I forgot how tiring that could be. I make use of her head as a pillow and lean lightly on it. CG, where is the CG? I myself could use a little nap too. Two cutie pies, man. A week has flown by, and I'm officially off the graveyard duty! Woohoo! As happy as I am, my sleep schedule is now yet more messed up as I try to sleep and wake up at a normal time again. Yeah. I sit down on the couch and unlock my phone to do some doom scrolling. I'm greeted by a big 2320 on the screen, alongside Wednesday, July 29th. My finger naturally presses on the Instagram icon and I mindlessly scroll down the barrage of photos. Most of them are scenic photos that the person I'm following has visited or pictures of food that they ate. I like a couple of my friends' photos and comment on some, but I get interrupted by the roommate. Hokuto kneels down next to me to the armrest and rests her hand and head on it, looking up at me. I see her in the corner of my eye, but I continue looking at my phone.
Why are you staring at me? Do you want to go out?
I do a double take, forcing me to look at her with a bewildered expression.
Hey, what? I want to go out somewhere.
Oh, that's what it is. I return my attention to my phone.
You want to get caught? No, but...
She comes around and plops down next to me on the tiny cramped couch, gently shaking my arm and pleading.
I've been craving the outdoors since the karaoke outing. I can't stop thinking about it. I need to go out, please. You're free to go out. The door's right there. There is no way I can go out alone. Then I guess you're stuck here, huh? Come on, please. I'm dying, Minami-chan.
I look at her and she stops whining, looking back at me with sparkling eyes.
Fine, we can go to the park. The park? What am I, a kid? With the way you're acting right now, yeah.
She sucks and sends a jogging swing towards me. I get up and she releases her grasp on my arm.
So do you want to go or not?
Her eyes roll and she gets up as well, heading to the bathroom with a slumped body posture to change.
Fine, let's go to the park.
I'd go to the park. We both head off to change and get ready for the outing. I don't have any parks nearby, sadly. Hokuto to the bathroom and I to my loft, despite it being almost midnight. Which, speaking of midnight, before I change out my pajamas, I head to the fridge and pack a little something in my bag. Nice!
Nice!
When we reach the park, the first thing that Hokuto goes for is the slide. I, on the other hand, sit at a nearby bench and watch her enjoy herself on the playground. She climbs up the little stairs and slides down the slide that barely sees her butt. Nice. Her giggles ring throughout the dark empty room, where the only illumination comes from the rusty lamps surrounding the playground. Not a soul is around aside from us, as everyone's probably at home tucked away in bed, preparing for tomorrow's day.
Come on, join me! No, thank you. Chee! You're missing out on all the fun! It's okay. Just watching you is entertaining enough. I guess that is my job after all.
Hokuto continues going on all of the playground equipment, including the monkey bars that are way too low for her height, where she surprisingly completes the circuit with her legs bent so as to not touch the floor. She takes a seat on the horse spring rider and it's kind of funny seeing her big adult body on the tiny toy meant for children. I bet she's light enough anyway, to be honest, to use it, so yeah. She laughs out loud while rocking back and forth on the same small horse.
I must be going insane for having this much fun just from the playground.
Maybe. I mean, here's a possibility. After all.
Agreed.
A faint light in the night sky catches my attention and I point, directing her attention to it.
Look, it's you.
Her head follows my finger and she laughs sarcastically at my observation.
Haha, very funny. That's probably a satellite or something. It's hard to see stars in the sleep because of the light pollution.
True. But to be fair, you still can manage. Yeah. You just need to know where to walk. I know where to walk thanks to walking dog. Right. Good. Walking out in the evening, especially now, when the night basically starts quite early. Yeah, you can see stuff. Love it. I like looking at night sky. I might not know the constellation and so on, but you know, just seeing the night sky is good for me.
Then I'll know to look for you in the sky. If I ever get lost in the middle of nowhere, that's not the city. If you can even identify the Big Dipper. Isn't it the brightest star in the sky or something?
Hokuto scoffs as she gets off the little horse and sits next to me on the bench.
That's a misconception. The brightest star is Sirius, not the North Star. Polaris is in the Big Dipper. It's in the Little Dipper. Ha, you seem to know a lot. Then why is your stage name Polaris when you're at the Big Dipper? Yeah, because I would totally want a stage name called Big Dipa.
Yeah. I chuckle at the thought of an idol with the name Big Dipa.
Couldn't you just have used Hokuto? Yeah, at my first company wanted to use my name as my stage name because of how unique it is, but I stubbornly refused, and they came up with Polaris instead. The star you can use to find where the Big Dipper is. Yeah.
Interesting.
I see. That's cute. Still, I've never met a Hokuto before, let alone a female Hokuto. What inspired your parents to name you Hokuto anyway?
They were fans of Hokuto no Ken. Who knows?
Oi! There are female Hokutos out there! We're just rare or fictional.
Oh.
What an interesting name to choose for a girl. My parents wanted a boy, so they had that name lined up, but they turned out to be a girl. They ended up keeping the name and I despised it as a kid. I always got made fun of or mistaken as a guy. My parents started to make me feel better by saying that I stand out and that I'm special, hence the special name. I obviously didn't buy any of that. Eventually ended up just accepting it and stopped caring about it, but people still raise an eyebrow whenever I tell them. Jeez, why couldn't they just have named me something normal? I would have been perfectly fine with Hana.
No. Hana, mech.
Hinata, Hibiki, or even a Haruka. But no, I get Hokuto instead.
How come they all start with H?
It's okay, at least you seem to be owning the name the older you get.
Yeah?
I just grew accustomed to it, that's all.
We continue quietly sitting next to each other as we both end up doing our own star gazing. Or rather, satellite gazing. Who knows? It's sometimes nice to just sit in comfortable silence. True. It soon gets interrupted when an alarm on my phone goes off, startling both Goku and I, and I quickly turn it off.
A phone call? No, an alarm.
She gives me a quizzical look.
For what? For...
Instead of telling her this, I show her instead.
Actually, close your eyes.
Her quizzical look intensifies.
Just do it.
With some hesitancy, Hokuto complies, closing and covering her eyes with her hand. I turn to my back and pull out the thing I brought with me, making sure to be quiet as I take the cover off. I double check to see if she's still hiding her vision, and start preparing the final touch to the surprise. With a click, the flame of the candle lit by the lighter joins the playground lamps, lighting Oku's face even more. The smell of the candle flame wafts through my nose, and I'm sure it's already traveled to Hokuto's nose as well, potentially ruining the surprise, but her eyes are still kept shut. I didn't prepare for my solo performance. What do you mean? No!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Hokuto. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Okay. Hokuto's eyes open wide upon hearing the song and she takes in the scene.
This isn't a fancy cake or anything, but happy birthday.
She brings her hands to her mouth in astonishment and looks at me with brightly lit dewy eyes illuminated by the candlelight. When she drops her hand, her mouth gapes at the tiny chocolate cake I bought from my workplace, surprised to no end.
Oh my god, Minami-chan! Go on, make a wish, make a wish.
Our eyes meet for a moment before she looks down the candle and shuts her eyes, clasping her hands together, and she makes a wish. After a moment, she blows the candle out and the darkness engulfs us again. I dig through my tote bag for the fork I brought, but then I hear Hokuto's wavering whimpers. Through the darkness, I see her starting to tear up. Hey? This prize was...
Oi. This prize was supposed to make you happy, not sad. I am happy.
She wipes her tears of happiness with her wrist.
What's evil that's happening right now? I thought this year's birthday would be a miserable and lonely one. Then you better be lucky that I did my research on you. If I didn't, I probably would have forgotten from that first time you told me. I even got you a chocolate one, apparently one of your favorite foods. Stalker! Hey, do you want the cake or not? If you don't want it, you can just say the word, I will eat it myself.
I pull the cake away from her and shield it with my body. She laughs, her cute laugh, and latches onto my arm, pulling the cake back towards her.
I'm joking! I'm joking! Of course I want the cake!
I drop the act and laugh together with her as I hand over a fork. The birthday girl digs in and savors the chocolate goodness, as if it isn't just a convenience store-bought cake. Those are good too!
Chocolate is really the best flavor, and you can't tell me otherwise! Agreed.
Just then she brings a piece of cake towards me.
Hey? Do you want to try some? No, I'm good, thanks. Come on! It is at least some of it for planning this whole surprise out. Say, was this what was in that mysterious brown paper bag in the fridge with the "Do not touch" label on it?
I rubbed the back of my neck, thinking about how corny the cake hiding scheme was.
Yeah. Oh, you're so funny. I guess it worked. I didn't peep at it and ruin my surprise. Now, sir, hurry, say, ah.
As embarrassed as I am, I reluctantly follow her command to take a bite of a chocolate cake. The chocolate cake is nothing special compared to the other higher-end pâtissiers or bakeries, but it's still pretty decent. And what matters is that she still liked it. I watch her happily eating joy, which brings a smile to my face. She takes each bite with a smile, eating little by little to savor the small cake. She shifts her attention to me, looking at her, and raises an eyebrow.
What? Stop watching me! Nothing. You just have a lot of chocolate around your mouth. Kee!
Hokuto immediately covers her mouth and screams help with her eyes.
Did you bring any napkins?
I burst out laughing at her reaction. I didn't think she'd be so concerned, seeing how nonchalant she usually is.
I'm joking, it's not that bad. Well, except for the corner of your mouth there.
I reach into my bag for my pack of tissues and wipe the corner of her mouth that was stained with a bit of chocolate.
There, now you look perfect like the idol that you are. Thanks!
Hokuto shies away and continues eating her cake in silence, soon finishing it and leaving no crumbs behind.
Thank you for the meal!
She puts the container and fork on the bench and licks her lips, relishing the remaining taste of the cake. Her body leans back and her head tilts up, looking at the night sky night again. They say night sky night? What? Night sky again.
Seriously, though. Thank you! I could have asked for more for my birthday.
She tilts her head toward me and shows me a kind of warm smile, grateful for my little surprise.
Hey, I even got a little private performance from you.
Yeah, the blood rushes my face while I think back of my singing of Happy Birthday. Out of habit, my hand drifts to the back of my neck again, rubbing it nervously.
You already had me at the karaoke. This isn't anything groundbreaking. Oh, it's different. I got it a cappella this time.
Yeah, once again she shows me her cheeky grin that you can't hide even if you wanted to. I rest my hand back on the bench and accidentally touch Pinky's Hokuto, causing me to jolt away hastily and feel my face hit up some more.
Well, don't expect another cappella performance again. Does mean I only get once a year? It's only a happy birthday song. Yes. Stingy!
To change the topic, I unlock my phone and find the time has sped by being 12:30 a.m. already. Yeah.
I think it's about time to head back. Go and slide your last slide and swing your last swing. It's okay. I had my fair share of fun on the playground already. Are you sure? Last call. Yes, Mom.
We slowly make our way back to my apartment, giving her the last bit of freedom she has before she gets locked up indoors again for the foreseeable future. The path home is dark and quiet, lit only by the street lamps, as most houses already have their lights out for the night. Hokuto slowly closes the gap between us and tugs at my shirt. I look at her to see what she wants.
Can I hold your hand as we walk? What? Why? I'm just a little afraid.
Her eyes look around cautiously, as if someone or something will jump at us any moment.
You were fine earlier, no? The houses still had their lights on, and it was a little brighter. Now it's just dark and eerie.
I hold out my hand hesitantly, but she effortlessly slips her hand into mine, with us now walking shoulder to shoulder and picking up our pace. It's a little unnatural for me, but I put up with it as it gives me a sense of security too.
You sure love to invade people's personal space, don't you? At least this time it's for good reason, no? True.
Her hands are pleasantly warm, fitting perfectly into mine. I feel a slight rush of heat creep up my face and I suddenly become cautious of Hokuto. She clings onto my arm with her other hand and I'm afraid my palms might start getting sweaty. I swallow a nervous gulp as I think more and more about us holding hands in her close proximity. Her grip on my hand tightens and I feel my heart skip another beat. What's make me so nervous? I've held hands with friends platonically before, so why does this feel so different? Platonically? What? No, never happened. I try to steal a sideways glance at her, and I'm not sure if it's my imagination, but I feel like we briefly made eye contact before she shifted her gaze elsewhere. I pretend it didn't happen and continue taking my strides, eager to get back home. I pick up our pace some more, in which Hokuto follows suit, and my place soon becomes visible in the dark. Our hands are still intertwined until the very step to the front door when I let go to Gidikma for my keys. The handle feels cold to the couch after holding Hokuto's warm hand. I unlock the door and we step into the bright apartment. I head in first, followed by Hokuto, but as I take my shoes off I remember I grabbed today's mail yet. Wait. I haven't grabbed today's mail yet. Anywho.
Wait a sec, let me grab the...
I spin around a little too fast and realizing Hokuto was right behind me. I silly bump into her, trapping her between myself and the door. Yeah! That's nice. Let's go. Both of us freeze in shock from the sudden proximity and neither of us make a move to part from each other. Our faces are mere inches apart, lips nearly touching each other. My eyes lock onto her lips to prevent them from making contact, but the more I stare, the more I want to close the gap.
Go for it. Go for it.
Much noise press Hokuto then push me away, frozen in shock herself. I look to her, trying to gauge her emotion. Her eyes slowly meet mine. Our eyes meet, but neither of us say a word, out of shock. They look at me innocently as if waiting for my next move. Those rosy lips of hers distract my eyes for a split second, but in that mere split second, the image of her lips are burned to my brain despite me looking up and meeting her flawless face again. Instead of our eyes meeting, I notice her eyes fixated on my lips. Her look is what seals the deal with the devil on my shoulder, and I go for it! With just a small movement, our lips brushed against each other. It leaves me desperate for more, but it's as if that brief touch was electric. It created a spark and brought me back to my senses. Whew. The angel on my shoulder pulls me back as if with a gravitational force, and I crash in the wall behind me, knocking over a small figurine on the shoe drawer nearby. Oh no. I got my mouth with a hand in shock as I register the Pandora's box that nearly opened. Hokuto mirrors my wide-eyed expression as we both try to get a grasp on the situation. My eyes start all over the place, trying to avoid eye contact with Hokuto as my mind and heart race in disarray.
Sorry!
Neither of us say a word, and I'm the first to break tension and leave Hokuto and as eager to go out of the awkward situation that I created for myself. I would have run out the door if Hokuto wasn't blocking it, so instead I book it to my loft and hope she doesn't follow me. What just came over me? Why did I do that? And why didn't she stop me? I scrambled my head to try to sort my faults. There are more important things to worry about now, such as how am I going to face her tomorrow? How am I going to face her for the rest of the night? I have no choice but to hold myself up here and not go down until she falls asleep. I look across the loft, expecting to see her head pop up from the ladder, but I don't see her, nor hear her. Which is, of course, for the better, but I sort of want her to ask me questions so I can figure out the answer myself. But if she's not confronting Link, I probably scared her off. Oh my god, I screwed up big time. I regret everything and I wish someone would conk my head and give me amnesia. My brain is in overdrive and all I can think about is the image of Hokuto inches away from me, causing my heart to beat faster than ever. To combat that, I bury myself under my blanket and turn off the little lamp on the floor next to me as I try to fall asleep, hoping it would erase the whole thing from both mine and Hokuto's memory. Well, I guess let's allow the girls to sleep on the situation and we'll see how awkward it will be in the morning and where exactly that will lead to in a way for. That's called progress, right? Yeah, hopefully. That was a really cute CG fall. It was super cute. With that being said, we are going to end it for now. Which is funny because I feel like I don't remember with every single one, but I feel like with quite a few Team ANPIM games, I was going through them in one go. And now we are doing parts. Yeah. That might be a little bit surprising, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah. But yeah, let's end for today. And the story of our two lovely girls will continue tomorrow. Hopefully without some weird abrupt ending. Yeah. So, for now, if you enjoyed, consider liking the video. If you're new around, subscribe. Always appreciate it, obviously. Always. And I hope to see you tomorrow too. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.